What's up, YouTube? She's back. I know I said I was going to record on Sunday, but we were outside. Then we went to the movies and we just had a chill Sunday. So here I am, ready to lock in, ready to come to you with my Summer House Season 10 Reunion 1, Part 1 thoughts. I have like 4 pages of notes. So, yeah, I'm calm. I washed about 3 times. My blood pressure was spiked. But now we're feeling good, feeling great. And we can just talk like normal human beings. And part 2 comes out tomorrow. So I need to go ahead and upload this so I can come back with the next part. So let's get started. Okay. So, of course, we open the episode with Kyle bursting into the room while Lindsay's doing her confessional for In the City. They read the statement together. I thought it was a great opening. I thought it was shot dramatically. Kyle was obviously in shock. He was kind of quiet. We found out, I don't know if they addressed it, but from watching interviews after, found out that he knew the day before this statement was released. I guess Amanda told him. So still in shock because now all the other castmates are finding out. They immediately start calling. They're trying to understand what the hell is going on. I said that Sierra looked like just a puddle of tears while she was talking to Andy. Like, I could just feel her energy through the screen. She looked hurt. That's not even a strong enough word, but just that's she was hurt personified on the screen talking to Andy, and it made me so sad for her because us girls, us I don't want to say it like good girls, but those of us, I relate to Sierra a lot because she's a fellow earth sign like me. She's a Capricorn, I'm a Taurus, and it's just like when we let our guards down for these bums, and bums is gender neutral. So whether it's Amanda we're calling a bum or Wes, either one, insert whoever, and it's like they play in your face when you already don't let many people in as is. It's like, what are we doing? Why did you do that? It's hurtful. It's petty, it's hurtful, it's nasty. And I'm gonna try to not I don't wanna necessarily dogpile on Amanda and West. I'm gonna be honest and say what I gotta say, but I can't curse yet because YouTube has the 5 minutes, even though I'm not monetized yet. So it doesn't matter to me, but I'm just practicing. I want to call them all type of Zen. I do, because why would you do such a thing? But my idea for my channel, current present day, is to try to approach the Bravo shows with a little more couth, with a little more of a deep dive into the psychology of people and the things. I don't want to just have it be like a talking session, even though sometimes we might have to get down here and talk some but I want us to like zoom out, and you might even get some personal stories from me because there's always something going on with these weirdos that I might need to address. But yeah, I want it to be more of broad and calm conversation versus some of the other people that I like and watch on YouTube who, they just go for the jugular and it just is what it is. So, anyways, I like to yap, I like to ramble. Anyways, moving on. So, Amanda and Wes, they're talking to Andy like this is a regular reunion and ain't nothing going on. Psycho behavior. I don't I agree with everybody else on the internet that's like y'all were on something stronger than some damn beta blockers because that was weird as hell. I how Amanda what Amanda, well, either that or she a psychopath for real because I would be crying. If I did this to somebody that's allegedly a good friend of mine who I've been on TV with for years, who has coached me through my own um failing marriage, I'm gonna be backstage crying. Whether you want to still deal with West or not, you're about to lose a friend in the next couple hours. Well, you've lost her, but you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be like probably final after this. So it's like, girl, what? That doesn't hurt your feelings? That couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I'm a girl's girl. I don't play like that. I'm Sierra to the bullshit. Okay. You hurt me and I'm down for you and I'm a good person to you. My friends know. My friends, my family, everybody knows. You're going to see a whole different side of me. I don't know what part of my chart that is. Well, Taurus is hold grudges, so maybe it's my sun sign. But yeah, I'm on your ass. So, whatever. Wes got some nasty dick pic going around. Yuck. So yeah, yuck. They were talking about that on the couch. I think I made a note of that. We'll see once I get there. I might circle back. I don't remember. Sierra was apologizing to Kyle because she felt like she was trying to be a good friend to, I think, both him and Amanda, and I feel like everybody was fooled by Amanda and her antics. Well, I mean, everybody. Some people have been clocked up from day one. I my friend Andrea will tell you when before the statement came out and the rumors were still swirling, I was like, no, she wouldn't do that to Sierra. She ain't crazy. And she was like, okay, girl. So some people clocked Amanda immediately. I just didn't think she was this stupid. I really didn't. I didn't think that losing the friendship with Sierra was worth hopping in the bed with Wes, but I guess it was. So, hey, God bless everybody. I love that Kyle decided not to drink for the reunion so he could just be clear and level-headed and listen to everybody and process everything. I thought that was a great decision. Everybody looked good. I will say everybody looks good, even Amanda in her little yellow outfit, except the hair, which we don't have to do a deep dive on the hair. Everybody on the internet is talking about that raggedy LeBun, so we don't have to, you know, go into that. Let's see. Kyle and Lindsay, I clocked that they they like half-ass spoke to Amanda, but nobody else did. And nobody spoke to West at all, from what I recall. They looked nervous. Like I said, they looked like they were on something strong because they were just so. They looked nervous, but then at the same time, kind of void of emotion. I don't know how they managed to do both at the same time, but whatever they was on was whooping their ass. I screamed when Jesse said "All Rise" when Sierra came out. Funny as hell. I hollered at that because yeah, we know who the star of the show is. We know who finna come in and shut down. So yeah, everybody, yeah, stand up, goddamn. I love the camaraderie on her side of the room. Everybody's like, I love you, affirming her, like, you got this. We're here for you. Let's lock in. Let's do the damn thing. Um, so let's see, what else did I say? Oh, I did say something about the nudes. So they were talking about the nudes real quick before, they were like waiting to get the get the cameras rolling, the show started. And Wes is acting like, oh, what my nude, oh, somebody hacked my phone. Boy, stop. You done sent them news out to half of Manhattan and Brooklyn. Ain't nobody hacked that damn phone. You are not important enough to hack that damn phone. You sent them out, and the girls is probably sick of your shit and probably was like, yeah, okay, he want to play games? Let's play games. And release them. Release the hounds. Yeah. So, and especially on Shrimpy, boy, what kind of news is you sending out? Disappointing ass news. I was hollering. And then you got Amanda Thirsty self talking about something. Oh, it's weird. I never got any girl. So now, what does that say about you? It already says something about him, but what does that say about you? That he don't even care enough to send you no damn news. What the hell do y'all be talking about on the phone then? What do y'all be doing? Just going out and getting drunk and then going back to the apartment and humping on each other? Ugh. They make me sick. Anyways, so no, because she pissed me off. Leaning all over, trying to look at him like a damn creepo. She's just, anyways, okay. So Andy starts. I noticed that Sierra was just looking absolutely disgusted. She was shaking her foot really aggressively. When I went back to watch, I tried to notice all the little ticks in the body language things. So she was shaking the hell out that goddamn foot with her legs crossed. So I already know she was pissed off because been in similar situations like that. And yeah, once you real antsy like that, I could tell, okay, yeah, she probably do want to put hands and feet on Amanda, but she knows she can't, so she got to keep it cute. So it's like, yeah, let's get this energy moving through this body. So I feel her on that. So let's see. She starts talking about at some point. Oh no, Amanda did. That Wes was there for her all summer, and Sierra's like, "Where the hell was I at, girl?" And she's like, "Oh, well, you were there for me too. You were there for me." Okay, so then don't try to single out West as if like you're trying to act like everybody else abandoned you or something when I was here just the same. I knew it was something off when Sierra said that she was texting her and she was like not responding, being sketchy, but it's like you hanging out with his friends and him. And it's like, oh, but you can't meet up with me to go out for drinks and stuff. So it's like, yeah, because you already knew you was doing something foul. So of course you gonna make sure you distance yourself from Sierra. You ain't low. And she's talking about some, oh, I wasn't just hanging out with him. I was hanging out with other people. And they was like, girl, you ain't got no friends. Who was you hanging out with? The one or two people from in the city? Girl, shut up. So I said, yeah, she's an ain't shit friend. She's thirsty. She's male censored, which we all know that. She's been that since day one. And a bad liar. You was doing something wrong. That's why you didn't want to hang out with Sierra, because you knew you and Wes had something inappropriate starting. So let me distance myself. That way, when this hits the fan, I can be like, well, they can act like, well, we pulled back from you, to try to justify, even though that don't justify a damn thing. But I'm just trying to get into their mindset. I don't think that they really thought this out, because you can't be this dumb. Well, I guess you can, because they did it, but you know what I'm trying to say. I love the part when Sierra was telling Wes that you lie about who you are. You lie about who you are. We don't know who you are outside of the show because you act one way on camera, one way off, which is what Paige had already clocked on her last season. She's like, we just live our life and the camera watches us. You like turn up when the camera comes on. And that's the same thing Sierra was saying to us. And now that I really, and now that I think back, since West came on to now, I'm like, yeah, she's right. That makes all the damn sense in the world. We don't know who West is. You come on the show, you present to us this personality and this, oh, I'm just the Midwest nice cool boy facade, but yet your friend that you helped usher in on the show, KJ, is going through a mental health crisis, and he leans on the two women that he just met versus you. And then you have like Jesse and Carl, again, body language. I paid attention the second and third time that I watched. Jesse and Carl are reaching over, making physical contact, being supportive, and, just at least showing through physicality like, we hear you, we're listening, we're here for you. And you do nothing. You don't get up and hug your friend. You don't do absolutely anything. So that right there told me, like, yeah, it's something to you. It's something to you. The Lindsay, when she made the comment about social climber and all that, yeah, I agree. I think West, um, I mean, I don't know him to say always, like, oh, he always wants to be famous or anything, but you definitely came on this show with an agenda, and you value fame over real life connections. That's my opinion. So anyways, West told Amanda about what's her name? Miha. Ooh, I'm butchering her name, but I said, yeah, sure, And I didn't like how, I believe Lindsay asked, was that before or after? Everything came out and like Watch What Happens Live and all that. And it wasn't clarified. She just was like, oh, we had a conversation about it. Okay, well, I would love to know what that conversation was like, because if she thought they were exclusive and she had just spent the night with him and everything, then the conversation was what? Get rid of her. The conversation was, I'm cool with that. Okay, she's been here. I understand you dating other people. I'm not looking for nothing serious. Like, what was the conversation? I didn't like that Andy didn't let us get more information out of what that was. But Mia ate down with that. You left your failing marriage to go be a side bitch because valid. That's exactly what you did. Amanda then she starts going into, well, they're getting on her and she's like, I wasn't married anymore, trying to justify her choosing to open her legs up to West, which there's no justification. You are still married. You're just separated. So you can't say, oh, I wasn't married anymore. No, you just weren't living with Kyle anymore and you were separated. But remember, according to you, on episode 1 of In the City, oh, it's just for a month. I'm just moving out for a month. So talking out both sides of your neck. 1 minute, you just want to move out for a little bit and date again. And then all of a sudden, I wasn't married anymore. I've obtained legal counsel. Girl, shut up. Shut up. She don't know what she doing. She just doing stuff. Oh my God. I can't stand when people do stuff just to do it. Like, girl, get your in order. Go to therapy. Go see the lady. Go sit on the couch. You don't need to be dating nobody because you don't know what you want. And that's been for me from day one. You don't know what you want for real. You don't. Because if you really wanted the things you claim that all these years that you was begging Kyle for, the white picket fence with your two dogs in Jersey, quiet life, Susie homemaker, then you wouldn't have ran the West. That's not the person who's going to give you those things. So Amanda has issues, and I can't wait to see how parts 2 and 3 go because I need more. I need more information. I need to see what else was talked about. I did I did note that Kyle was super silent on this first part, like super silent. And like I said, I feel like he was still trying to process everything. I feel like he was still in shock about everything that was going on. Carl ate down with his happy birthday analogy about the statement. Everybody said that, like, y'all making this statement to the world, but not mentioning the two people that you hurt, which are Sierra and Kyle. And then Amanda wants to say, "Oh, I thought it would have been inauthentic," but you're like, everybody was waiting to hear from y'all, waiting for it to be the rumors to be addressed. First of all, who is everybody? We can start there. Y'all don't owe us as viewers, as the outside world, any type of explanation or respect or anything. I mean, if we want to really get down to it, before you address your still husband and friend. So for me, she fell flat on that because that should have been first sentence. First of all, we want to apologize to Kyle and Sierra because this is really messed up. And then you can go into the other things. Then you can go ahead and admit to, yes, we're messing around, we're seeing each other, we're figuring out what this is, we are romantically involved. Woo, woo, woo. Again, this is coming from a person with sense, me, and a person who values friendships. Amanda maybe doesn't value friendships. I would love to get some insight, some intel on her high school and college friends. Where are your hometown friends? Where's your homegirls that you've been cool with? Who was you going to the Hamptons with while Kyle was calling you over to be a booty call? Where is them friends at? I need somebody to vouch for her so I can understand why she moves how she moves. So that's just me. That's side, that's a separate thing right there. Then Wes, he doesn't text KJ, and then he equates it to, well, I left Levi and Bailey out of my communications as well. What? KJ said he considered you like a brother. You brought him on the show, but you didn't think you owed him any type of, hey, this is what's going on. I apologize. We'll talk later. Like, again, he's acting like Amanda. Do y'all value friendships or not? Are these people y'all actual friends, or is it just some like housewives, when they, oh, I'm gonna bring this person on as my friend, but like they don't really be homegirls for real. It might be like somebody that they know, or the producers just attach them together to make sense for why they are bringing them on. More questions that need answers for me. I felt like the apology to KJ wasn't genuine. It was just like, oh yeah, sorry, bro. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I probably should text you too. Sorry. I'm too busy kissing ass to the OGs because I want to make sure that I'm coming back. Like, get out of here. Let's see. When Sierra read the text from Amanda, Andy asked, so were you hooking up at the time when the rumor started? Wes is 100%. I don't know if everybody caught that. I haven't seen everybody's like TikToks and breakdowns or whatever, but I heard it. He said, "Oh, 100%." And she's like, "Oh, it was PG." You're lying, Amanda. He already clocked it. He already said it. He said 100%. Y'all already messing around. But then you're gonna say, "Oh, we didn't do nothing until the statement was released." Ain't nobody stupid. If y'all was already comfortable enough to be flirty, spending the night, going over each other. Well, I don't know if he was going over to her apartment, but you going to his apartment, you hanging out with him and his friends, y'all kissed. You want us to believe that this was some third grade shit and it was just a kiss and it didn't go nowhere else. Stop. I just need for the last to stop. Like, it should have been something in their contract to say y'all will not get paid if y'all come on here under the influence of anything, because it was just it was bad lies. It was bad lies on top of the stoic, demeanor. And it's like, oh my god, I just want to hit a, like, just come on. When we get caught, let's just be honest. Lay it all out on the table. Tell all the tea. Like, damn. I wish Wes had a backbone. I really wish he did, cause I feel like he was ready to just go ahead and lay it all out, but she was jumping in front of him so she could try to control the narrative, and I don't like that. So I said they were hooking up in January or February, and that's my opinion, and I don't care. I'm sticking to it. Um, let's see. Oh, so she's yelling to the other side of the couch because they started getting on her about her location and why she was turn her location off and all that, being weird, being a weirdo. And she's like, "Oh, I didn't want everybody to know where I was all the time, like Kyle or my manager, da da da." Again, caught in a lie. Cause you sneaking and geeking with Wes, dum dum. When if you don't want if you didn't want the manager or Kyle to have your location, then you just turn it off for them. You don't turn it off for everybody or disable it or whatever you did, so that Sierra and Mia can't see your location either. If they're your friends and you all share locations, like Sierra said, that's not how Find My Friends work. Right, because you could have turned it off for Kyle if you just didn't want him in your business and you didn't want him to know when you was out at all times of night or whatever, whatever. No, because you was taking your ass over to West House and you didn't want it to look weird. Like, goddamn, why she always over there? Like, okay, if they go out here and there, she might meet up to pregame with him, blah, blah, blah. But goddamn, 4 nights in a row, what the hell going on? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause y'all was between the sheets. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. Anyways. So there was no clear answer about who made the first move. It was a lot of like we looked at each other under the moonlight. Shut up, Wes. Getting on my damn nerves. Tell it. Tell it. I was gonna say or don't, but no, tell it. Y'all have already been busted. Why is we playing these games? Y'all too old to be playing games and still lying when you already caught. God dang. So they said they claimed the first kiss was in February after they all had went out to some brunch, whatever. Don't believe it. Um, like I said, I believe it started in January, maybe early February, like beginning of February, but I think January. And she's like, "Oh, maybe I should have said I'm catching feelings for someone and I'm not supposed to." I hollered at my TV. I said, "Maybe." This girl stressed me out the whole damn hour. Maybe it's crazy. If you are hanging out with your friend's ex to the point where you getting butterflies in your stomach, there's no maybe. You pull back, dial back, reassess. If the feelings don't go away, then yeah, you need to be pulling your friend aside and having a chit chat and saying, girl, I don't know what's going on, but we just been hanging out lately, and I'm feeling, I don't know, I'm feeling something. It's weird. I don't know, but something is coming up to the surface, the surface for me. And then I don't know where y'all go from there, but it's no maybe about it. That's something that you sit your friend down and talk about. This is not no pass around. This is not no whoever that just came to the summer house and, oh, okay, this ain't a Austin or whoever. It don't even matter. You knew how this girl felt about this boy. So for her to just be blowing it off like, oh, what she say? It's not the craziest thing that's ever happened to somebody. I act like I had an affair. Girl, what are you talking about? That's why I said she just don't value friendships for real. Or she just don't value her friendship with Sierra. Like Sierra value her friendship. I think her friendships, period, because I just don't think Sierra would do nothing like this. But we'll just keep it between them two. It wasn't equal. It wasn't equal. And I think, a lot of us have been there before where you thinking you cool with a hoe and she not really like that. She not really down with you like you down with her. And it's sad that it took this many years for Sierra to see that. But overall, I'm glad that she now knows. And hopefully she takes that into just her everyday life and takes that going forward and really has better discernment, not only for men. Well, I'm sure we'll get to that at some point in the next two parts. But even in friendships, I hope that she um, learns how to compartmentalize people a little better and put them into, you know, you're my you're my Hollywood associate, you're my acquaintance, you're my hometown buddy, and friend, sister vibes like Mia. Um, Amanda should have been demoted a long time ago. We've all seen that. So yeah. Um, anyway, I said Kyle's affair, was held over his head, but you're talking about y'all are acting like this is the craziest thing I've done or the craziest thing that's happened. Yeah, it's on the same level as you getting mad that Kyle did what he did eons ago. Y'all are literally, it's no different. What you did was atrocious. So yeah. Levi comes out. I said she lucky she wasn't on the goddamn Skype because the way she didn't get no scenes beyond what the first episode. So I feel bad for her. I don't think she'll be back next season. Who even knows what iteration we're gonna get next season? But I feel like unless Bailey manages to drag her along, I don't see her coming back because we don't know anything about her. But yeah. This was also when I took note of KJ's body language the whole time. That he was very um he was just hunched over. He looked very sad, withdrawn. And I was like, damn, what's going on with him? Like, why he, I mean, I know this situation is like crazy, but I'm like, why he's sitting like that, whatever. So we'll get to that. Andy asked Bailey about crying on the first night. And another just little slight thing that I clocked that Wes was laughing, like he was like smiling, laughing at the situation because they was talking about like, oh, they thought she was gonna be like a crybaby at the house and how she, turned it around. And he looked over at Amanda, and then he immediately just got stone faced when he realized that she wasn't smiling. wasn't engaged in the conversation. She was just looking down at her lap. So I was like, okay, just something to watch out for. Like, again, it all just kind of comes back to like to Lindsay saying, you're here for one thing. You're here to be a star. You're here to get the audience on your side. You know what the right little things to say and how to act to get people to be like, oh, and like feel bad for you and forgive you every time you mess up. And that's what I took from that little small interaction. It's like this girl's world is crumbling down, and it, she's getting the brunt of the fire from the other side of the couch. And you sitting here like laughing at other people's segments. It's like, ain't nothing funny. Ain't nothing funny. What the hell is you laughing about? So yeah, those two. That's why I don't think it's gonna last, because I think it's so surface level. He's talking about it's not a sex scandal. Is it, we just started like, okay, shut up. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all don't know each other to like each other. Y'all are just, she latched on to you and you saw opportunity and ran with it. My opinion. um, I said I'm glad that Mia broke up with Scott. I didn't see no future in that. He's too busy. She's still grieving. I feel like he's not in a place to be ready for what she's ready for as far as um a future and building family, blah 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 blah. So glad she ixnayed that. Ben and Amanda owe Bailey an apology. I'm glad she ate his ass up about how comfortable that he is checking women and not men, because they flirted the whole first three episodes that Ben was introduced. So why were we acting like, okay, yes, I think I said it in my first review. Yeah, what Bailey said was inappropriate, the timing and everything at the girl's birthday, but she ain't lie. And then Amanda talking about, oh yeah, it was a whole group chat about about him wanting to sleep with me, which current day, I guess she said, oh, I was just like, exaggerating the story. Okay, well, first of all, then you shouldn't be talking like that if it's not true. And y'all were still flirting regardless. So for me, yeah, y'all owe Bailey an apology, because she wasn't far off from her comment, whether y'all being honest about it or not. And we can't trust you, Amanda. So who knows? Ben saying, oh, I would never do that. Kyle is one of my friends. Baby, look around. You know why we here, right? Did you not get the memo? Did you not see the statement? We here because one of his friends is banging his wife now. So that don't mean nothing, sir. We don't know you. How good of friends are y'all? So yeah, I'm like, Ben, just sit there and shut up. You should have just apologized and been done with it. Because that little scene they showed with him talking to Sabrina crazy, I was like, okay, yeah, I got my eye on you now. Now I'm watching everybody. Now I'm watching everybody with a magnifying glass and a fine tooth comb, because now I can't trust none of y'all, you men in the house. And that's how I feel about it. Carl and Bailey, they had their little segment. I don't think it's that he doesn't like her. I think that he's still traumatized from the Lindsay situation. Obviously, that takes time to get over. That's not just some quick thing. They was literally just engaged. Her baby at this point is what, one, or not even one yet? No, not even one yet, because in the city, when they showed the baby, it said 10 months. So yeah, so he's not that far removed from being engaged to Cuckoo Lindsay. I love Lindsay. That's no offense. So yeah, I think that he's weary about continuing to date people inside the house, which good. A lot of y'all need to stop just looking inside the house to date. Y'all live in New York. I am confusion. Y'all have access to how many people? Why do we have to keep dating people that come in the house? It's okay to just be friends. My Lord, today. Anyway, so I think he's just taking things slow, plus the 10-year age difference. So I just feel like it could go either way. Friend zone, or he's actually just taking his time. I know other people have said like, "Oh, he just don't like you. Like, stop pressing it." Da, da, da. I don't think that is necessarily that. He maybe he just slow walking a dog. He was doing his soft bar opening. It takes a lot to open a dang business from the ground up. He had other stuff going on than to be trying to lock in and worry about fostering something with somebody new in the house. Let's be the girl's friend first. Let's see if that's even something we want to pursue, and let's do it the right way. So, again, my opinion. But I think Bailey should still be doing her thing outside of the house. Don't focus on the men in the house. You have a plethora to choose from. So go out there and do your thing if you're ready. KJ, whew, KJ's an angel. I'm happy he's still here with us. I thought that him talking about running away from his issues and being vulnerable was much needed. I think Wes could take a page out of his book and figure out what he's got going on and what he's running from, because he running from something. You can't commit. You want to play all these women, dog all these women. You come from this two-parent, Midwest, nice upbringing, but you're a menace when it comes to socially and romantically. So yeah, maybe figure out why that is. But KJ's amazing. Love him. Great addition to the cast. I really hope that they figure out who's coming back and that obviously he's one of them. I don't know what's going on with him and Dara with the archiving the posts, but then he released the video and she's like in the video for the song. I don't know what's going on there, but hopefully they're in a good place and still doing well. I don't know. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, KJ, holler at your girl. I'm single. Anyways, now I'm not moving to New York though, so we'll have to talk about that. But yeah. Amanda, let me see. What did I say? That she wasn't aware. She said she wasn't aware of the flirting and the touching that Wes and Sierra were doing at the end of the summer. And I put red flag on the play, because why weren't you? Y'all y'all don't talk either way to him or her. You didn't ask any questions. I just feel like I'm nosy. So me and my friends kind of like talk about everything. So I just don't understand how just nothing came up about the flirtatiousness, or that's why I want to know. I want Sierra to tell me out her mouth how close of friends her and Amanda are. Like, is it just we're TV friends, we still hang out to maintain the chemistry outside the show? We text, we do stuff together ish, but like she not gang gang, because I just feel like, how didn't she know any of that post filming? Like, oh yeah, girl, like we was making out in the back, like we still be flirty, texting, because how do you even start something with him if you know that? So yeah, red flag, weirdo behavior. I don't like it. I said Wes is a coward. A coward. He's a manipulator. He's doing all this crush talk in the house, but you can't tell her to her face, her meaning Sierra, hey, let's just be platonic. Let's be platonic. We're not going to start up the stuff that we used to do. We're not going to revert back to old behaviors just because it's comfortable and familiar. Let's just be cool, because I still can't give you what you want. But no, men like how you make them feel. So it's easy for them to fall back into those old patterns. But then you want to claim that you want to just be casual. It's like, again, talking on both sides of your neck because your actions aren't showing that you want her to stay in the friend zone. And if you had learned from the last two seasons, then it should have been easier this time for you to open up your mouth and say, hey, even if not on camera, as soon as y'all went back home in September, it should have been, let's have a conversation that we're just going to remain friendly. That's it. Don't flirt with me. You don't touch me. I won't touch you. We not kissing when we out drunk together. Let's just keep it cool. And that doesn't mean that that would have made it any better or more okay to go and mess with Amanda, but at least you would have been upfront and honest and set those boundaries in place and made sure that she didn't have no expectations of anything. But no, you went right back to doing the same thing that we cussed your ass out for 2 seasons ago. So I got nothing for West. I liked him. I was like, yes, a Midwesterner coming in. I'm from Chicago. So, I'm like, yeah, Midwesterner coming in, gang, gang, to the summer house. It's my show. Okay, we get a little bit of, something familiar for me. Because I don't know what it's like to live in New York. That's, I mean, well, we're a major city. So they call us baby New York, whatever. But it's different. It's different from that vibe versus the KJ and West and Jesse vibe. So I was like, yes, another one of us coming in, period, and flop, fail, finito, basura. So yeah. Basically that was the end of my notes. I don't think any of this should have happened. It's all preventable. I do want to touch on one thing, and I'll have to do my little valley chit chat separate because this video is already long. Um, so I watched Brooke Ashley, and she was saying that Sierra should stay out of it, and she should have never been suggesting that Kyle and Amanda separate or that Amanda go take some space or whatever. And for me, my opinion, I don't agree with that. I let me not say I don't agree with that. It depends again on how close Sierra and Amanda actually are. It's hard to really gauge the level of friendship. Um, and how often are y'all seeing each other, talking, hanging out, like I said, all the things, or was it just kind of surface level? This is for TV. We gotta maintain the chemistry, so let's hang out, blah blah blah. Like, is she your party friend or is she your real friend, homegirl, whatever? um so I want my friends to be honest with me. I don't want my close friends to feel like they see me in this messed up situation with a man, and it's just like, oh well, she on her own. Let her figure it out when she figure it out. Like, no, tell me. Now with Amanda, it's different because we all been telling her online for years. We've been watching this from day one and saying y'all not compatible. Well, I know I have. Y'all not compatible. You should have never got married. This is dumb. What are y'all doing? Um, so in her case, it's a little different because she plays the self-esteem games when it's convenient, and then you get on the reunion rolling your eyes and rolling your neck like you bout that. Um, but I would tell my friend that maybe her relationship is done, and I feel like that's not overstepping a boundary to say this shit is unhealthy. You have one life to live and you're wasting your time trying to put a square peg in a round circle. If the therapy's not working, if y'all can't get along, If he's not giving you what you want, if you're not giving him what he wants, why y'all still doing this? And I think it's fair to say. Maybe, a lot of other people would prefer to hear that from like a sibling or a parent or whatever. But I feel like, especially being on TV, um, and your friends seeing more so of the ins and outs of your relationship and being around so frequently, I think she has the right to give her 2 cents in that fashion, in that manner. Now, if you do that and your friend gets mad or tries to kind of, you got to be careful at the same time. I do understand what Brooke was saying, because you do have to be careful, because then, if Amanda had ran back, told Kyle, now Kyle might have been getting into it with Sierra, like, oh, you telling my wife to leave me, like, the hell's up with that? It's like it could put you in the middle of and start unnecessary drama. But I just think that it's okay to be honest with our friends and say that some stuff has run its course. And it's like, hey, do with that situation, do with that information what you will from here. I'm just giving my honest opinion. Everybody in the house is going to be talking about it anyway. Everybody's going to be doing confessionals anyway and saying it behind y'all's back. So why not say it to her face? So that's my opinion. These are my thoughts. I can't wait for tomorrow for part 2. I'm locked in. I have to watch on Peacock because I don't pay for like Hulu live TV or nothing like that. So I might have to get up at the crack of dawn to watch while I'm getting ready for work, because I'm going to be so thirsty, because I know it's going to be good. And I'm going to get my review up way faster this time. I was really playing games, but I'm locked in on the reviews. My Valley review will be up next, and my Summer House Part 2 reunion deep dive will be on time this week. So thank you for watching. I hope y'all like a long-winded yap session, because this how I be talking to my friends on voice notes that do watch all the Bravo shows, because I only have a few. And so now I get to talk to y'all. Okay, bye.